Just like side dishes, sometimes appetizers get like this, like they're an afterthought. But you can really shine on appetizers. Not only can you shine with appetizers, you can shine on really simple.
Sorry. Continue with the joke.
Like side dishes, sometimes appetizers, like it's like an afterthought. Like people think,
For me, bro.
well, good. You're appetizer king over there.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to be crazy chefy cool. It's my favorite TLC song.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
You don't have to be crazy chefy cool to make fantastic appetizers. This one's actually very simple. I'm talking chopped up chicken thighs on a skewer with a delicious Parmesan mayo sauce. Unbelievable and gorgeous. Let me show you how I like to do it. Now the first and most important part of a chicken skewer is chicken.
Chicken.
Surprise, you know that. So I'm gonna start with chicken. I mentioned a minute ago, I'm using chicken thighs. I've already diced them up. Now chicken thighs, they don't dice like chicken breast, right? Like it's not like a perfect shape. However, that is fine for what we're doing. You know, some of them are kind of loose like this. What I like to do is just kind of fold it over on itself and just enough to keep it together, right? Little bits hanging off the side, we're gonna get texture, we're gonna get all these beautiful little nooks and crannies. So as you start building these, just kind of fold and make it somewhat of a skewer shape. That's a thing, right, CJ? A skewer shape. You want this to be like nice and tight, and they'll tighten up even more once we get on the griddle.
So
now,
is this a complicated way of saying put the chicken on the stick?
Yes, it is. What's not complicated though is the seasoning. Today I'm just using a bit of SPG, Blackstone salt, pepper, garlic, very, very simple. And you know, there's not any seasoning really getting to the center, so don't be afraid of going heavy on the outside, because that little bit of salty on the outside will help season the inside. It'll be fine. We're gonna go medium high, right? We're not screaming hot, but we're definitely not cool, right? We don't wanna take our time, but we do want enough time that the chicken cooks. So once all of your skewers are down, we're looking at about probably 7 to 10 minutes total cooking time until it's totally finished. Now, while those are cooking, let's get to our sauce. Now, there aren't a lot of moving parts here, and I've said this in the past. It's not that I like mayonnaise. I wasn't gonna say I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise by itself. Duke's is fantastic, and I almost exclusively use mayonnaise as the base of my sauce. Just one of those things. You know what I mean, CJ?
I do know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you stole that idea for your show, but you know, it's fine. Whatever, friends.
Yeah.
All right, I've also got some Dijon here. The Dijon and the mayo are gonna play together very nicely. So let's think almost equal parts. A little bit more mayo than Dijon. I want that mustard and crispy chicken go really, really well together.
That really great vinegar bite, dude.
Little vinegar goes a long way. Now, little unknown fact, like grated cheese and mayo with lemon juice. Like Parmesan mayo lemon juice, it's a star. Absolute star. So good. That's a pecorino. Now I'm using garlic powder here. I want a good garlic flavor, but I don't want that peppery bite of fresh garlic. You know, it's like when you bite into an onion, it has that peppery bite, but I do want some heat. I want heat in the form of red pepper flakes. I like the color. I like that touch of heat. It's gonna go really nice. I dig that. Now next, I want to thin this out a little bit. So let's grab a little bit of lemon juice. A little bit of acidity here as well, and what we're getting is, it's like a sweet acidity, like layers of flavor. Oh, there's a seed.
I was about to ask, are there no seeds in this lemon?
Yeah, no, there totally are, and I totally just put them right in here. I don't want that in there, or that one. There we go, we're good. Let's keep cruising. Now, wait. One more. I found you, you little guy. I also, speaking of like texture and consistency, I want to thin this out a bit. I want this more saucy, so I'm going to add just a touch of white wine. Now you can always add more, so don't add too much. Let's see how we're looking here. This is feeling good. Yeah, there we go. You know what I want? It's very, very creamy, very beige, creamy beige. Name that in the comments. Huh? I want a bit of color. Let's take a bit of fresh parsley. Not a ton, just a little bit. Let's chop this guy up. Just a little bit goes a long way. Oh, you know what?
Originally going to be using parsley in this sauce?
I was.
And
I'm changing it up a little bit. I want a little bit of rosemary too.
Oh, all right.
Look at that. A little bit of rosemary and parsley. Goes a long way. Well, this is a fun one too if you have people watching. just chopping. It's not a fine cut, but you can do it without looking at the knife. It's kind of chefy.
Look like a cool chef.
Cool and crazy chefy cool. I'm proud of that. Still proud of it.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, well. Let's hit this with a touch of salt and pepper as well. And that's looking great.
Dude, how's our chicken doing?
Beautifully. Our pollo. Oh.
Yeah?
The grated cheese, game changer. Texture, everything else. Let's check on our chicken. Feel free to rotate these often. We need them fully cooked, obviously, but having that color, CJ, can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
This is what we're looking for. And the idea of having all those little nooks and crannies, because we used, I was gonna say dice, but cut up chicken thighs, we get all this. This is really great. So we've actually got 4 sides here. If you want to, you can lean it up against the side. Cook, if it will balance on you. Hang on, there we go. You can start leaning them up on each other if you want to. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Now here's something fun. While they're here, I want to take a little bit of that sauce. You don't want to do this too early. Like right now, we're probably, say 70% done. So I can take my sauce and actually drizzle it right over the chicken.
Oh, you're gonna glaze it.
It's almost a glaze. But remember, we have a little bit of cheese in here, and it can burn. So don't go too heavy. But as this heats up, it will start to break down a little bit and turn a bit more saucy on it. There we go. Just a little bit. We're gonna kind of toss it in it later too, like a buffalo sauce. Let that keep cruising. Now, essentially where we are now is a holding pattern. We're gonna flip and rotate. We'll probably add a bit more sauce here and there. What I'm looking for is the color, the texture, and making sure that that chicken is fully cooked. Again, that sauce will kind of like glaze up on the outside as you cook and rotate, until you're left with perfection, absolute perfection. I do have one last little thing I wanna do. Totally unnecessary, but tons of fun. I've got some fresh rosemary from the garden. I'm just gonna basically create a little bed here. Now check this out. I've got my torch. This is the base plate for the cast iron pizza pan for the pizza oven. I'm gonna take my torch. Check this out, this is so cool. I love this trick. If I can get it to light. We're gonna torch all of this. Kind of bunch it together so we can get that heat all on there. Now, torching herbs allows, you can hear that popping.
Oh, you can smell it.
The aromas are unbelievable. I wanna get these nice and torchy. Crispy burn is okay.
We have rain coming.
Yeah, can you see it?
Come
on, see how it's starting to smoke?
Yep.
That's what we want. We want that. See if I can get a little bit more in here. This is just one of those fun things. You don't have to do it, but it's so much fun to do. It's a fun show for everyone if you have people over.
Showstopper action, huh?
Little showstopper. Now we're gonna take, you can stay right here. I'm gonna take my chicken that is fully cooked. I'm just gonna put it right on there.
Yeah.
Right on there. I want a little bit more torch on some of this over here. Just like this. Oh yeah. Yeah, the aromas are unbelievable. So, so good. Oh no, I think I'm out of fuel.
Oh, please, tell me that's happening.
No,
Dang
don't.
It. Just don't know how to use it.
Probably, it's probably it. Yeah, again, this is one of those fun things. Like sometimes it's nice to put on a show. Sometimes it's nice when your guests come over, that's a little bit extra. The difference between being ordinary and extraordinary? A little bit extra.
A little extra.
A little bit extra. Oh yeah, now look at these. Gorgeous,
All right.
gorgeous.
Brad.
Now the aesthetics of this are really, really nice. You can serve it just like this. I'm gonna take some of that sauce that we had. CJ tried it off camera.
Yeah.
Winner, winner.
Winner, winner. Chicken skewer dinner.
Let's go right over the top. Now the chicken is hot, so this sauce will start to kind of lay down on the sides and just be really, really beautiful. You can also have this on the side like as a dipping sauce if you wanted. It's just one of those things that really, this was a simple dish. Very, very simple dish. If you want to, right in the front, just to make sure everyone at home knows what we're doing, torch those herbs around the sides where it's visible. I'm so close to being, am I out?
Yep.
Diddly up?
Yep.
Diddly up?
Yep. Yep.
Nope, we still got some juice. There we go. It's that added little bit of flair. Or flame.
Flame.
Thank you. Now you can see it coming up through. Now we are getting that aroma which will change the way we taste the dish. I mean, this is one of those things too, it's not hard to make something impressive, something delicious, something really easy and fun. That's kind of a showstopper. Don't neglect your appetizers. Let's try this, bud. It's crispy, it's crunchy.
Hopefully it's not peanut buttery.
Mmm.
Crouton.
You really can get that smoky flavor of the rosemary. Wow, so it's still so hot. Probably could have just came off Blackstone, but wow. The cheese and the sauce, so money. Where are my manners? I'm talking with my mouth full. Adding that little touch at the end, again, it's not necessary, but it's one of those things, like we pay attention to every flavor, every texture, everything along the way. The aromas matter too. Really fun little trick. Try that with beef or shrimp or any other protein that you want. Stack it all on a skewer, cook it all at the same time, glaze it as you cook, add a fun sauce, easy peasy. That's a fun one, that's an easy one. I hope you guys try this one. If you do, please tag us and let us know. What else I got?
That's it.
That's it. That's all I got. Thank you all so much for hanging out. This is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we like to help you become a better cook one recipe at a time. I need a bit more of that sauce, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh yeah, that's the bite.
Time for the rain, bro.
We made it. Wow.